Hello and welcome to another Fallout 76 video. You caught my earlier video. There was no commentary in it on purpose. So this one was going to be phase 2 of that, but we're going to start out with showing you the camps. I've done a tour on and off, but my recent move prompted this one, so we're gonna go through with why I moved my camp, and maybe we'll go over where it was and where it is now. I don't know, he hasn't been on for a while. I was thinking about moving it, but that took me forever to put together, so I don't know if I can't put it back. The picture that's being displayed right now is of that materials. It's not a required quest. It's just something that's thrown in the game to help you figure out, you know, the location of the camp. And as always, my character's name, oh yeah, maybe that's what I came here for. No? Okay. So, you'll notice some, if you haven't really noticed, maybe you have, you look at my power armor and you think to yourselves, that's not the same power armor that I usually have. Well, it is. See, I don't know how I got it, probably from the scoreboard. Wow. Has that always been there at the bottom of the stairs? Have I just never noticed it? But I think I won it from one of the, oh no, that's somebody's camp. Oh, that's what it is, somebody's camp. There is a log cabin build that you can build. This is the Nuka-Cola thing. It runs out and gets Nuka-Cola. This is its base. I think you can pick what flavors it is. This is the chicken coop. It has fertilizer. Yes, you saw me correctly. This is that same little doodad I have in my camp. This is a drum set. I don't know what that project is. I wonder if maybe if I need to figure something else out. Oh, I don't know what it does. Some of these vending machines are downright cool. Wonder if we can really sell these off.
Gotta wonder who else is out there watching us, trying to figure us all out.
Yeah, not sure I got time for you, pal. Sorry.
Which one of the allies is this? He doesn't look familiar. I have one of these in my camp. I can have one of these. This right here just basically is an easier way because you can have like 2 separate loadouts. So that right there, it gives you access to your second loadout of cards. See, you punch up there. See, here's your default, and you can, you know, have 2 separate things. You can have, you know, two separate sets of cards, and all that does is make it to where you can have access to it. I've never seen this ally before, though. I mean, I got 3 of them, but I haven't seen him before. He doesn't look familiar. Maybe I just haven't run across him yet. Wow, he's got a bird. Jeez. Well, looks like there's 2 people in here trying to buy stuff. I was just admiring the facility while I... Let's see, dresser, I have that. I have that.
Never thought I'd be back in Appalachia.
No, I dropped all of my plans for my jetpacks and armor and all that other stuff down. Wow. That's kind of pricey. 28 damage, that's it? For being legendary, it sure isn't legendary status. See, some people, when at their camps, they have, you know, lots of others. They have mostly plans. Mine, I pretty much sell everything. I sell clothes, I sell plans, I have a holotape, I have miscellaneous, I have some aid. I don't know if I sell any food items, but I know I sell clothing, and I don't think I sell any, wow.
You gotta dial it into the network. Let us know.
I think I have this one, this black powder pistol. I'll have to check when I go back to my camp. But I don't recognize him. I really don't. I don't know where. I don't know. Wow. Wonder where you get the satellite dish from. I didn't see the satellite dish. Did I just not see it, or I scan over it? Oh, let's look again. Make sure I didn't overdo it.
All the time. Lots of chatter back and forth.
So we go to notes. Okay. Internal database. I think I have that. Oh well. It's only 200 caps. Not a big deal. If I buy it again. Motion assist servos. I don't know that I have that. We'll look. Oh, did I buy all 6 of them? Oh, crap. Nah, he didn't have the satellite dish. But anyway, he goes around, he collects some stuff. Wow. So this is where we are. This at S. Fitzer. Okay, well. So my camp is way up here, all the way up at the top of the map. I don't know if it's activated or not, but this is camp number 3. It's not activated where people can see it. Probably right at this point it doesn't matter. Okay, let's see here. We can activate it whilst I'm here. There, now people can see it. Okay, anyway. I'm not exactly sure where my camp was, the exact spot. But it was just down over here. Probably in this clearing down here, because that was a really good spot. Yeah, maybe it was this clearing. It doesn't look like it right now, but yeah, it was in this clearing right here. It's not really a clearing. I mean, there's a little bit of brush and stuff. So this is where it was. So this is where my camp was. And so I was strolling around one day and I ran across this lead area. Now, as I said in lots of other videos, these lead extractors and all the other extractors will automatically come if you have a resource in the area. So this extracts lead. And it's locked because I don't want people running off with my lead. This wasn't, I had to rebuild this. It didn't replace like they do when they move. I was going to show that, but I didn't. And this is some of my grain. I think it's the same grain, and then here's my corn and my other stuff. I made this 2 levels. But, you know, I kind of didn't put the wall that was there before. I took that wall out and left it, and then I made these windows to give it, you know, it has lights, but, you know, it gives it the thingy. And then because I have the extractor, I built this. I was thinking about adding it to the facility, I just haven't done it yet. So, there's that. Maybe I'll add it to the back or something. Put it like right here. Then I'll have to redo those 3 whatchamacallits. And then I pulled out my water concentrate, the water purifiers. These are the small ones. And all they produce is a couple, I think. They should actually produce 5, in my opinion. The next one should produce 10, and the big one should produce 15. This is my water. If you drink the water, it's got rads, and your chances of having a disease are a lot higher. And here's the inside. See, there is my settler wanderer. If you watch the earlier video, you see another version of her. I don't know if it's the same one or not, but they look the same. But anyway, you run across her and she becomes your ally, and you build her little guitar, her seat there where she can sit and wander around. And this right here is my Brotherhood of Steel tower. This all builds as one big contraption. You don't have to assemble it. When you build it, you build it. And then it has these 4 turret emplacements. And then I had this here, but I moved it between the 2 because it made more sense. But I haven't gone overboard on furniture in this camp. Now watch what happens when I trigger camp 2. No. Somebody must be in that area. Let's look. Nobody's there. I guess we'll have to go to Camp 1. And then I'll have to go look, because I might have to change servers, because that's BS. As you can see, when one camp activates, the other camp disappears magically. See, and here's that spot that's got the... This is what it looks like without the extractor there. See, it's kind of an indentation. When you walk through them, then you can find out what resources is there. This one really doesn't have any resources other than the fact that it's placed right on the thing of water. So this one doesn't have any reason other than it's a really cool spot and there's water and apparently bees. We'll give it a few minutes and then we'll try to activate the other one. If not, we'll log out and log back in. But this is technically camp number 1. I haven't moved it or anything. I just kind of tweaked it a little bit. I used to have the greenhouse right here on the side of the building. I since moved it to the roof because that way, you know, it consolidates it. I really didn't have room to move it around a lot with the size of the building, so, you know, it made more sense. And you can't be walking around in water unless yes, they give chase. But they quickly get dispersed by the guns.
Gathering presents, loading, cheer.
I don't know if I missed any, but this is where I get my honey. You can get a beehive for your camp, which I probably will do before too long. What's the, I didn't fire a thing, did I? Fire, is that, no, because I don't got any grenades. Anyway, see, there's my chemistry. I got that from the from the scoreboard last season. This I got for Christmas. I think I explained that once. See, and it made no sense coming into here and having to go through there, and then when I need something, having to run clear up here and go out here to get the rest. And then I moved this down here. This happens when when you revert from camp to camp. So I have to go put her clothing back on her, I guess. Was she wearing this Civil War dress?
This unit has been programmed.
Okay, there she goes. But I got the blue wallpaper, and I got the blue carpet from
holidays.
some sort of login, so or the thing. So I figured, what the hell? But I moved this down here because it to me it made a little bit more sense. And then up here is where I moved the house, or the living quarters. I put these here and took out the thing because I don't know this. I don't know where she goes or what she does, so I don't know what's going on with that. I was gonna put the bathtub one in there, but I don't know. I was trying to get thingy. And then here's our greenhouse. See, it actually is pretty good. I have a lot of corn, which I thingy. I have these are for a quest that I get once in a while, and these are for a quest. The corn and these are for my downstairs brewery. Although there is a thing in the game that you can get where you can make avalanche chili, and it uses these tomato slash potato plants, and some other plants that are at the other camp. And then I just have these sitting out because I didn't know where else to put them, and they won't fit down in the workshop. So this is so we visit. That's kind of why I moved these two camps around. I didn't move it, but it's still sitting exactly where it was. And if somebody puts their camp here, I just switch to one of my other camps, which is why you get two camps to begin with. And then I bought the third one, which I do use a lot. Now let's see if we can trigger camp number 3. Or is the game going to give us static? Well, we can go down there and see if anybody's down there, but because you don't have, like I said, you don't have to have your camp to where it displays. If you don't, it doesn't display, then then it can be there, but nobody will know that it's there unless they do what I'm about to do. Let me see, what gun do I have? It's out of ammo? I didn't realize I ran out of ammo.
I bet this town was really nice before the war.
Sure it was. Was I able to pick that up? Okay, well. Now I would say that these are always here. I don't know how often anything respawns. All I know for sure is that if I pick it up, it's not available to me again for almost 24 hours in real time. So it won't be available again to me until about this time later. And I only stopped in here to I already have that. It's basically a survivor story. When you come to Flatwoods, we pick those up. Can I sell off anything?
Trust
Has that reset? You also have a cap.
Water supply is vital to your survival.
Let's see, bone shards. Oops, wrong part.
It sure is great to see living human beings again.
Two bone cutters.
While you're here, why not grab a stim pack or two?
I need plastic. Anything made of plastic breaks down into plastic. Glass breaks down into glass. Here's a recipe. So if you see plastic, it breaks down into plastic. And you do need plastic. You need a lot of plastic. So plastic is always good to get. If you can, if something's made of plastic, grab it. Free cooking lessons. If you see caps lying around, pick them up. They're money, of course. 2 cups. Don't really want that again. No, I know who's in there and I don't want him. He can stay. If he's in there, he can stay. He's dead anyway. And I already got his thing, so. Despite everything else, there is a lot of plastic down here. Got plastic spoons. I don't know if that's plastic or not. But that recipe that I was talking about, for some odd reason, you get it right down here at this house. It's right there. I don't need it. See, it's avalanche chili. I already can make it, so I don't need it again. I mean, all it does is take up space in your stash box. I don't know that paper that takes up a lot of space. There goes their number 2, if you remember when I said where Number 1 was up at the beginning. Yeah, well, there's number 2. Batteries are good for plastic, acid, and lead. I forget what the blowtorches are good for. Oh, Scott there, he's a responder. Doesn't look like he's been dead very long. With the other ingredients you need, here's the other ingredients you need for that chili. I can't plant those in my camp, but you find them all over the Flatwoods area. I'm not sure where other areas is, and here's those tomatoes. And then you just need some meat. The meat that you're supposed to use is one of these. Okay, there it is, done. If this ain't spoiled, didn't I kill you last week? Oh, my bad, it's been a month. My bad, it's been a month. See, when I first deployed my camp, it was actually right here by this mailbox, behind the truck and right in this area. And then I just, and then I just moved it. So that camp right there got moved all the way to behind the church, which at the time it seemed like a good spot. I had a more elongated building instead of one I have now, where it's taller. Wow, somebody's camp is over here.
Sunny makes us good.
Not very much of a camp, but when you're first starting out, a little camp is all you need. This and this little stash box is all you really need. I mean, you could put a bed here. This is all I had when I started. That right there is a part of the initial quest. One of the initial quests.
Well, this is it, I guess. Rock bottom, I think they call it.
You didn't hit rock bottom, girl. I'm sorry. Woman, my bad.
Miss him. Billy. I knew he was too young for me. But it made me feel good. So, it's the old...
By the way, the dude in the refrigerator, if you play his,
The one who used to do nothing.
he will tell you to come here. This is where you come. That cap stash that I just got, that's what he's trying to bribe people to let him out of the refrigerator, but he's already dead, so I need at least 3 of these.
That didn't stop me anyway. I can't believe my wake-up call was watching people's heads get stuck on spikes. So, what is an old gal like me to do? Steal all the food, steal all the cams, and get the hell out of there. I'd trade my last bite of food just to see the look on their faces. Oh, I know it's gonna piss off Billy's friends, but I don't give a damn. I tell myself I sorry for the little town across the river. But if I'm being honest, and that's what this tape is for, I don't really care. I call myself an addict, but it ain't the chems that finally got me. It was always Billy.
Wonder what I get out of that. Well, we're gonna drop this off, 'cause I don't really need it. There. She's not required for you to figure that out. You just sort of do. But like I said, if you go to this refrigerator and you pick the lock and you actually get into it, but you know, there is another way you can do it if you don't want to pick it. You have pretty much two options. Every once in a while there'll be a possum that'll run around here somewhere, and all you do is you just kill that possum fairly close to the building. That's it. And then you'll get an option when you loot it to loot nearby surroundings, and that's what you do. See, there's avalanche chili. See, the ingredients that are in it is the behemoth meat, the split peas, and those and that, and I can make 2 of them. Wow, and I still have enough meat where I could go make some more. We'll just cook the rest of the meat. The recipes are all over the place, although I don't know which ones you can do automatically out the gate and which ones you can't, but a lot of them you have to at least find the plans. But like I said, oh wow, here's that ghoul. But see right there where it says nearby, see? I can find Scott, which is just over that way, and Reverend, which is in his trailer in front of me. See, he's right here. See, and I can loot by looting this fatal ghoul outside the trailer. It's got a little bit higher, more range than I thought it did. See, he has a pot always on the stove. I don't know how often it respawns, but there he is right there. See, you just look from the distance between where he is and where this ghoul is. See, and I can loot his body just by looting this body. See, there's his survivor story that he has. So you loot, so you can loot it from there, and that's kind of how you get the one that's in that without having to pick the lock. So either lower one of those ghouls over here, or you find that possum that's running around, and then you kill it like right out here somewhere, and it'll allow you to loot the dead body that's in this fridge. And if you loot the dead body that's in this fridge, then it'll tell you to go look for that cap stash that we just went to. But that's how you find it if you can't thingy. There's one other place for I think number 2. Oh, chalk. Don't know what I need the chalk for. I don't want to take on the ghouls. There's always at least 3 ghouls there in that red rocket. Oh crap. why it caused me to go slow. I hate that action point shit. Some of the hairbrushes have plastic, so you want the plastic. But usually there's always 3 that'll spawn in here. So, do we want to... No, hang on to the shovel for a minute. See, the cutting fluid breaks down into 3 things of oil and steel. The hairbrush breaks into plastic and silver. The each pocket wash is a gear, gold, and a spring. Springs are very needed, and gears are just as needed. Glass, of course, and of course silver. Although these Mr. Handy fuels, I figured out what these handies are to fuel up the handies. But when you find these, you scrap them. And you get oil and steel. Oh, I don't want to do anything with the camera. What the frick am I doing with the camera? We can make us some more... We can make us some more energy ammo. Some more fusion cells. Oh, did I throw away that? Oh, bummer. I have like a shit ton of nuclear materials. So, copper is something you need. Crystal shards, I think you need them for certain things. Lead is needed for ammo crafting. Gears, screws, springs, molded plastic, nuclear waste. I forgot, I think I have a shit ton of that. How is my stash box full already? Well, that's why I'm always overweight, because I get way too much junk, and I have way too much junk that I still haven't made into something yet. Although I do think, you know, I have a lot of guns that I probably could sell off, but every time I go over my guns, I decide I want to keep them. Yeah, see, there's nobody's camp here. Oh, there's that camp. Let's see, where's my camp? Where would my camp be if my camp? Mine would be by this tree. Wouldn't it? See that dude, this hasn't been in the game for a minute. Oh, Fetch here is a collection robot. He goes out and collects shit. Huh. It's like his camp is sitting right on it, but yet I don't see any extractors. Because you got right over there. Okay, so there's that. So yeah, his camp is like sitting on it or something. I don't see him extracting it. But I know it's down here. It's like, unless it's in here. Oh, there it is. He's got it in the floor. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how you do this. But it looks like he's got it inside the floor. I was going to try to get me one of these mannequins so I can display some of my shit, but you know, it doesn't really help you out. What is that? And how do you get the ham radio? Raider Punk radio. And I don't know what the purpose of having two of these is. The Fixer. 4,000 caps.
Jeez. Make some noise when you walk, will ya? I like the idea of settlements, but the freedom to move your home at any time is where it's at.
Oh, it must be his radio. Raider Punk, so it must be maybe another ally I get. Or can get. Huh. So,
Well, I gotta get back to monitoring the radio chatter.
yeah, see, he said he's got to get back to monitoring the radio. Must be an ally that I don't have yet. Huh. This is kind of weird. I never realized you could do it like this. See, he's got the piping like that, like I got. See, you got the generator like that, and that like that, and then mine goes out to the wall just like that one does. And then you come over here, and this is where it comes out, and he's got all these workstations here, and then the power comes over here to here into his main house. And he has some sort of a tower here. Huh. I think you can buy these. And it's one piece. So I guess I won't be able to show my camp because his camp is basically sitting where mine was. Huh. This is one of the reasons why I don't like these switches. Well, he doesn't got anything important in here. He's got his Hellcat power armor. I have one. And what's this? Oh, a couple of bunk beds. Hey, he's got the train, which means either, and then he's got that through here too. It must need light to light him up. I just need the plans for this. Vault Andrium shelter entrance. Huh. I was thinking about getting me one of these hot tubs, but I don't know. I wonder, does it give me any benefits? I didn't bring my swimsuit, so I do this out of respect. I didn't bring my swimsuit, so. So do I get any benefits? Well, it does look like it's building my health back. So I guess we won't build a sea camp 3 unless I rebuild it. Or switch servers. Okay, we're done. So it looks like you get the same benefits if you get the same benefits if you were he just kind of have stuff all like crammed in here, kind of small. But bad guys spawn like on these two ships pretty regularly. No, he has the hope. He has. Wow, they flash. Well, I have the other one, but it doesn't flash. I have the hello sign, but and the other one, but I don't got the one that flashes.
You can't see my notes. You wouldn't notice.
Let's see how many of these I lost money on. I have the internal database. I have the assist. Figures. But at least I came all the way down here and found out that my camp isn't being placed because there's a legitimate camp here. And he is sitting right on, well, he is practically sitting where my camp is. See, from where the metal extractor, from where the mineral extractor is, my camp is basically engulfs that area. No, I only locked the big ones. So my camp is basically sitting right here by this tree. You know, I could rebuild it. I could rebuild it, you know. I don't know whether it'd be in one piece or two or three or four, because it was up here by this truck before I moved it down there. Because see, this right here is another copper spot for copper. But there's one more up here where I showed my friend Mark. Was this Mark friend? Was it Mark? I forget his name exactly. He played with me for a few days. He's in some of my earlier videos, but then I don't know. He kind of hasn't been on lately. I don't know if it's something I did, because I kind of left. I got mad at the game one time and just left. And I didn't really tell him. I don't know if he got mad about that. Wow, there's a lot of bars of soap in there. And a refrigerator. Are we in the other spot? But I know it's in this area somewhere. Maybe it's on the other side. I was thinking about building it up here because there's another like mineral extraction point up here. Might be down a little bit. But it would be kind of out of the way a little bit. But if he was here, I couldn't have mine here because his would be here. But it's like right here somewhere. It's not too far from those train cars, but it's down, yeah, right there. So here's the other copper spot. I don't know if there's any others or not, but this is it right here. I wonder if I should move my camp here. I know his camp is here, but he's not here. Let me see. Let's see when he was on last. See if it'll tell me. It looks like whoever this is at the main menu. Freezes online. And I try to watch. Wow, it's a little further than I thought. That one's halfway. I think the first two come really easy. The second one, not so much. It's kind of like everything else in this game. So if I was to build my camp, how would I do it? Maybe on the side like this. Put that in the back like that. But this is how you move your camp, okay? You push L1, okay, there you go. And then you just put your camp module where you want to go. Whoops. That'll move the wrong camp. We don't want to move the wrong camp. That'll move the camp that we got active right now. If we're going to move any camp, we're going to move this one. Now we can move it. Okay, so we want it where it engulfs that. What the hell? This thing has some power. Okay, so where was we? I don't don't want to get too on a slant, but I don't want to get too not on a slant. Let's see here. Okay, move camp. Okay. Make sure that the camp is encompasses that. Okay. Now that we've gotten that placed, this is camp number 2. So you want to stick this out of the way so it doesn't get in your way when you're building. Now let's see, what is this building? This is the extractor. Why won't it go back in here? It's a copper extractor. Well, maybe we'll have to build a new one. It might have the other stuff on it. So there's the new one. We'll just, I guess we'll wipe out the other one. Let's see here. We don't need this right away. What is this? Okay, let's see. Where's the switch to scrap it with? My whole building is gone. Oh, here's the building right here. See, it's all stored as one big building, see? But the problem with storing a big building like that when you go to move it is that it doesn't necessarily find its way back like you wanted it. So, you know, you gotta rotate it around, and if it doesn't ever turn green, then sadly, then you got to redo it, which is why building a big building is not a good idea. So sometimes you have to delete it, and then it all stores. What? It locked up? Damn it. So I guess we got to build the whole thing again. We don't want it too high, but we don't want it too low. Okay, so we want what? About right here. So we got 1, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4. Then we got 1, 2, 3. So 4. Now, before I start getting whatchamacallit, let's find out if these stairs will go back right properly. I wanted it like this, but watch, these are well, that's not too bad. This is technically camp number 2. You watched me move it. This is the process. You saw it almost go back to get not being able to go back the way that I wanted it. So sometimes this is the case. Where did I put those? The beautiful thing about this is that everything is stored. So you don't need to go get materials because everything is already thingy. So if the blueprints are destroyed and the building is all the pieces just, it's like you destroyed the whole building in one shot. So we need to find 2 more walls. Apparently this building has got something the other one didn't. So it might actually be the same size as my original building now. The stairs are here somewhere. Now when you're putting these floors in, you can easily go through and put the one that you want. Like if I wanted the blue carpet, there it is, or the orange carpet. This is the upstairs, this is the one that I had the orange carpet in. And despite everything else, this is the warehouse plans that I have. I have those plans available in my for sale in my vending machine. Something's not right. You know, despite everything else, and see, I like all the wood to go in a certain direction. See, these are made from wood, so you need steel and wood to make those. And here's the upstairs now. See, and then you can make these into this. Now we're going up to phase 2. This is where the greenhouse is. And when you're building your camp, yes, you will use resources. Okay, I need more floors. So these are all new then. This is one of the coolest things in this game that you can do is build these camps. You can pretty much, within reason, you can pretty much build anything. Why is it being such a pain in the butt? sometimes you got to build it the wrong way to move it to the right way. There. Now that that's done, we got to come up here and build the actual greenhouse. Let's see, we go back to stored items. There's the greenhouse. Yeah, the inside is what's going to be a pain in the butt. I mean, building the outside is going to be easy compared to the outside. So, this is going to be a piece of cake building the outside. We're just going to do it this way this time. This will be more like Camp 2, except for that Camp 2 and Camp 1 doesn't have the big elaborate area. And I moved my camp because I wanted to for the most part, but you know, I wanted to include it in this video. And I couldn't include it in the video if I didn't, you know, didn't either log out and there. I would say that the hard part is done, but no, actually building is this part is the easy part. Building is the easy part. Figuring out where you want everything and everything else is the hard part. Let's see, wallpaper. This is to match the carpet. Okay, let's see. I probably should have done this to the floor when I am. Okay, there's that. Now comes for the floor. Gotta redo all these. See, replace. What is that one? Oh, we don't want to make this into a giant greenhouse. Yeah, how about that one? I think this floor is what came with my greenhouse. See, part of me thinks, oh, this is gonna be, but it's mostly there for decorative purposes. I mean, as long as I get up here, I should be good. Like I was thinking, you know, that it was time for a change anyway. This is what it looks like right now. The good thing is that it's been moved. The game wants you to move your camp. It doesn't want you to really fix like and stay there. It wants you to move it and keep moving it and keep moving it and keep moving it. Part of me thinks, no, frick that. I want to keep moving it. It's irritating as it is. I mean, especially this camp. The only reason why I moved it today was just because I wanted it to be moved. Besides, that spot down there, it gets attacked a lot. This place doesn't get attacked as much. You still have the occasional time to get attacked and stuff. But for the most part, you know. So eventually the bottom will be my workshop area. This will be my living area. It's a little bigger than it was, but you know, it can double as an office. And then of course this will be the plants. Yeah, well, I should probably they're stored, so, you know, it really doesn't matter. Let's see. This can be scrapped because I'm not going to use that. This can be scrapped too because I've already not used it. Is that it? I didn't have any more. Where's all my corn? I didn't eat it, did I? I know I had corn. Okay, so 2, 4, 6. Corn seems to be one of the easiest things to plant in here. I only need 6, so we can scrap the rest of these. How do I scrap them? I know there's a trick to it. I only need 6 or 5 of them, so I don't want to push it beyond the ones that I actually need. These are a pain in the butt. This is two reason why I don't like to move this. These all plant outside. Garden is now replanted. Let's see, stored. What is going on? Say scrap. Just have to start over with new conduit, I guess. And those conduits are down here. You just have a variety of options. But the option that I want is with this one. You see, this one allows me to put it in the wall. Now we find a wall mount. Probably should have put in this one. But this is going the wrong way. probably really didn't need to put that there, but now that it's there, it's just gonna have to stay unless I decide to use it. Wow, we're up above the ground. That can be later. Upstairs. The fuck? That's bugging me. I gotta go find out where that is. Oh. Well, it's not inside anywhere. Let's go look up in here. Gotta be down in the workshop then. I don't see it anywhere. Maybe it's just lost. materials. So that's one of the things that springs does. You need springs to lock stuff. What is wrong with Beckett? How come he hasn't... Oh, there he is. He hasn't quite gotten in yet. Let's see, other than cooking stove, what other shit haven't I installed yet? I have to move the beds before I can put those on. Yeah, that thing's gonna get annoying. 'Cause I got a lot of stuff. Let's see, I got 2 of these. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109 Well, I guess I'm going to finish up next time. There's a few more things that I can do and I can add, but I'm not going to thingy. I got to go pee and I'm not going to leave the thing working while I'm not on. So hope you like the editorial on just the camp and camp basic setup and moving and stuff like that. And stay tuned. I don't know when the next video is going to be, but we'll see you in the next video.